Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Lafayette. I haven't seen you guys in a minute. Hope everyone had an amazing Christmas. Hope everyone had a safe Christmas. I saw some things on Instagram. I was not happy to see some of the stories that broke out on Christmas Day. So I'll be covering some of those hopefully in the next week or so. But first of all, before we get into the main topic today, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for at the time I just saw the channel has 14 subscribers, and you guys got my last video, actually no, our last video to 1,500 views. I just want to say thank you guys so much. That was honestly just an amazing Christmas gift that I saw. I cannot wait until the channel gets to its first 100 videos and first 100 subscribers. I cannot wait. But let's get into really why you guys are here today. Simone Biles and Mr. Jonathan Owens. Y'all, let me explain something to you. That interview was trash. Interview was so trash I could smell it through the screen. That's how disgusting it was. And I'm disappointed. And you want to know what's even crazy? I saw clips of the interview. I saw so many clips I actually did not even want to look at the full interview because I saw essentially what I needed to see. Everybody's seen it. That interview was a hot mess. I said what I said. That interview was a hot mess. Now, I did not know who Mr. Jonathan was. I knew who Simone Biles was. I'm not even huge into gymnastics myself, as he quotes, but I knew who she was. I've seen her up and down. When I tell you guys up and down my Instagram timeline, everyone knows who she is. The most decorated and most well-known gymnast of all time and currently living in the world right now. Okay, whatever. Y'all, here's what I really want to get into. First of all, the clip, just within like the first 10 seconds, I already caught a headache. And let me quote, because the first gentleman, don't know his name, don't really care. I really don't care. As us pretty red dimes as we are, really? Red? You just have to remind the world that you're lighter than a brown paper bag. The colorism is jumping out, y'all. It's jumping out. It just seems like every single day, we just go backwards as a community. We really do. It just feels like we're going backwards. I'm seeing us regressing. There's a phrase I use in my personal life. If you know me in my personal life, I say I progress, I don't regress. We are consistently regressing. And it's becoming frustrating, y'all. Red, really? No one cares. And if you're only bringing just your skin tone into a conversation, well, that clearly means you aren't offering that much. But here's where I really want to get into. First of all, Jonathan came out of his own mouth and said at first, when he first met Simone, because they met when the app was called Raya. I don't know if the app is still called that now. I don't use it. I'm happy being single, and I'm glad because I don't have to go through the stuff like that. So I'm happy being single. But back to the topic. He didn't know who she was, so he claims, because he doesn't know that much about gymnastics. He's not that into it that much. There is no way, and this is my personal opinion, that he did not know who she was. Also and he said she had a lot of followers, so okay, she must be good. Wow. We're just valuing black women by, the value of their Instagram and how many followers they got. Wow. You're making your marriage sound great, dude. Making your marriage sound great. But here's where I even got even more frustrated. And I'll get to some other points. My next one is, he made her look desperate. He just made her look desperate because he just aired out all that dirty laundry. I mean, just aired it all out. Just aired it all out. Shoot, he said she DM'd me. She messaged me first on the app. She liked my Instagram post. And she drove to me first. Um, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm confused. Let me present you guys with an analogy really quickly. Have you guys ever seen a gazelle chase a cheetah? I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I'm not smiling while I am doing this voiceover. Have you ever seen that before? I'm gonna go on a limb and say no, you haven't. So, so when we come across situations like this, we automatically look at her and we look at her like, you chased him? There's nothing wrong with showing interest. There's nothing wrong with showing interest on someone. I can play devil's advocate. There's nothing wrong with showing interest. But when you're chasing someone, if we're talking about a man and a woman, the man is supposed to be doing the chasing. You know, the woman is the gazelle and he is the cheetah. I'm just confused. I'm confused. When have you ever seen a cheetah get chased by a gazelle? Never. It doesn't happen. Come on, y'all. Let's think about this logically. That just doesn't happen. That's prey and predator. We all learned that in science class when we were kids. I mean, come on. So, what's not making sense to me is that she was smiling ear to ear, ear to ear through this whole interview. I was just sitting over here like, you got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me that the world's well-known, famous gymnast and most decorated was chasing you, and you just happen to air that all out on an interview? Man, when I tell y'all I was shook and rolled my eyes, I was like, sis, this doesn't look good for you. This doesn't look good. And like I said, I don't care if you want to show interest in someone. That's no problem. But if we're talking about when it comes to dating, man is supposed to be chasing the woman, right? If we're talking in context of a man and a woman, the man is supposed to be doing the chasing. Man, when I tell y'all, all I was doing was just sitting here, just, you know, the meme where you just sit there and your hands next to the temple of your head on the side, you're just sitting there like, this, y'all, this was embarrassing. And what was even more embarrassing was I saw other races talking about this. Because apparently I follow other podcasters on YouTube, of course. And in one video I saw that this turned into a challenge of, hey, you know who Simon Biles is? Yeah, do you know who her husband is? It was other races doing this on TikTok. I didn't even want to go and look because I just don't want to feel that type of embarrassment. It's just embarrassing. You're now a challenge on TikTok, and it's not even for good reason. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. And what's even more shameful about it, what's even more shameful about it, is that she was liking Instagram comments about how people were saying, oh, well, at least she has a ring or she got a man. That's a man. That's a little boy, if you ask me. Because if a real man sees you as a queen, he's going to uplift you. He's going to cherish you. He's going to praise you. He's going to kiss the ground that you walk on. All I saw was just a boy that looked like he just got out of high school airing out his whole relationship on the internet. But the sad part is this was the truth. This is how he really felt. Now, here's the real point that I want to get into. He said he was unsure about her. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know. What? What do you mean you're not sure about her? And when I started to put two and two together, I started realizing something. I think, and a lot of other people saw and said it, and a lot of black women and black men were agreeing too. I don't think Simone is his type. Because there is no way a grown man is unsure about a woman if he's not attracted to her. If he is attracted to her, he's not going to ever be unsure. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, hold up. You mean to tell me that as beautiful as she is, because she's nowhere near ugly, nowhere near ugly, she is in shape. She has a very pretty face. She has a pretty complexion, great smile, and she has a great personality. And you mean to tell me you were unsure about Simone Biles? This is not some regular, like, little small micro influencer. And no shade to them. This is Simone Biles. Man, it got me over here scratching my eyebrows. But I I don't think she is his type. I'm gonna go on the limb and say that he probably is used to dating lighter skinned black women or non black women or mixed. Whichever one of the three. I don't really know and I don't really care. I'm going to go on a limb and say that's probably his type. And if that's your type, that's what you should be going for. Because you want to know what's going to happen? And I hope to God it doesn't, because the podcaster that I was talking about that brought up the TikToks, she said he might end up cheating with his actual type. And she has a point. She has a point. Listen, I'm a black man. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna sit up here and steer you wrong. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you. I have no reason to. I have no reason to. I'd rather much just tell you the truth. That is a really strong possibility. Shoot, this is stuff that I heard growing up. I've heard stories, and we've seen it. We've seen it with plenty of celebrities. Of course, I can't think of people off the top of my head, but we all know a bunch of celebrities that have been caught cheating. I mean, come on. This is not rocket science, people. It's not rocket science. It's not hard to think about this logically. But what frustrated me is, okay, well then if you are unsure and she's not your type, then that means you settle. And that's wrong. That's really, really wrong, because she deserves better than that. She deserves better than that. Black women deserve to be treated like queens, because that's what I see black women as. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about people in the front, don't know about people in the middle, in the back, and in the far back. But I see black women as queens. And I know one thing is for sure. One thing I know, two things for certain. The black women that I know in my life, whether they're family or my friends, they don't chase men. Ever. I said what I said. I said what I said. If it hurts your feelings, it hurts your feelings. They don't chase men ever. And what disappointed me more is, if that's not your type, why are you with her? And it's probably because, and I can say this as a black man especially, he put looks above everything. But because she can offer more, he was willing to settle. She has great accolades. She's the greatest gymnast of all time and currently living. I don't care. If you don't agree with it, go play in traffic. I don't really care. I said what I said. But if we're trying to be truthful here, I think that he's settled because he might not ever get better than Simone Biles. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He might not ever get Simone Biles. And that leads me to my next point. I truly believe that he believes, and a lot of men are starting to think in their heads, that they're the prize. They're the prize. Wow, they must be living in La La Land or delusional land, because thought the women were the prize. So, so if you're pursuing women, but but y'all, when I tell you, I feel every time I see podcasts and just videos like this, I feel like I lose about 10,000 brain cells. Like at this point, I just want to be throwing my head off of my shoulders, like Jeepers Creepers did. If you've watched that movie before, I grew up on that movie. If you watched that movie before, and that the second one, he just threw his head off his shoulders. That's how I feel when I listen to some of these podcasts. When, because he said it. He said it. She bagged me. I'm the prince, or in this case, I'm the princess. I'm the queen. He's the bad bee. And what infuriates me is it's starting to become a shift. And and it's just a lot of men are starting to feel like this. I just it just makes me scratch my head every single time. It just makes me scratch my head. But I want to leave black women, especially my dark skinned black women, because I feel as though that especially you need to hear this the most. I want to leave y'all with a couple of different things. The first thing I want to leave you with is, if a man straight up embarrasses you like that in front of the internet, there's room for an opportunity for him to do worse. That's not a man. That's a man child. That's a man child. Because there's no way in heck that if he didn't believe he was the prize, he wouldn't have sat up on this podcast. I would think it was called The Pivot. I think that's the name of it. He wouldn't have sat up and said what he said. He would have said, no, I love my wife. She is beautiful. She is talented. She is amazing. She do her thing. She got her own money. She's beautiful. She makes me smile. She makes me laugh. She's there for me. That's what he should have said. That's what a real man who sees his wife, or his wife as a queen. Even a girlfriend. Even a girlfriend. Because that's how much value he sees of you. My next thing I want to say is black women. Black women need to go where they are loved. Go where you are wanted, loved, and cherished. Because I'm going to say this. Waiting on a black man to be your knight in shiny armor, that might take a minute. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of black men that'll treat a black woman like a queen. But there's not enough. There's not enough. There's just not enough. So, my next point is this. Black women. If you meet a man who is not black, that calls you back, that texts you, that comes to see you, that doesn't make you come see him on the first meetup. He comes to see you, pays for dates, doesn't make you tip for anything, makes you feel like a queen. He makes you feel like you're the most beautiful woman on planet Earth. He makes you feel like you are the most amazing thing since sliced bread. And he's not black? Go for it. I want you to go for it. And let me tell you why. There is nothing wrong with interracial dating. There is nothing wrong with it. As long as you are not putting down your own race, I have no problem with it. No one should have a problem with it. I think it's beautiful. As long as you as a black man or a black woman, you are not putting down your own race while dating outside of your race, I see no issue wrong with it. But even saying that, like I always tell you guys, I play devil's advocate. If we're gonna go that route, we still need to make sure that, we're still making one point. Because I got to make one point. Do not wait around for a black man. If you get one, hey, more power to you. More power to you. But if But if a Andrew or a Ricardo steps to you and says, "Listen, I'm not black, but I'll treat you like a queen," and he does, and he follows through. Don't block your blessings. Don't block your blessings, especially if you're not being fetishized, if you're not being disrespected, if he's not feeling like he settled for you because he couldn't get someone of his own race, so he dated outside, but he just sees you as a human being. Go for it. Don't sit. Don't wait, and don't settle. Don't do it. Because a lot of black men are showing us that they are settling for you, so why are you settling for them? Black women, you are queens. Treat yourself like that. Hold yourself like that. Because when you hold yourself to the highest standard, which is a queen, other people have to respect you. And you know you're always going to get my respect. Lafayette always going to give you that respect. Always and always, always. But that's all I have for you guys. That's pretty much all I wanted to say on this topic. I hope you guys continue to stay safe. Hope you guys enjoy your New Year's. I will see you guys in the next video. I'll be pumping out some more content soon. I just had to talk about this one really, really quickly. You guys stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.